Hello ladies and gentlemen, Nick here, welcome to another unboxing. As you can clearly see, I've marked out the address. So again, as the problem from the 6th Doctor Last Adventure, CD unboxing and the unboxing of the Doctor Who Series 11 Steelbook Blu-ray thing should not be repeated. It's done in a similar way to what I did with Resolution, except this time with a more marker pen as opposed to a normal normal pen. Okay, so let's get started. I'm back in the kitchen again because I'm alone, so let's get started again. Difficulty using the phone. Okay. Now, I think I know what this is. A quick piece of trivia whilst I sort this out. Oh, okay. At my university, I given money to spend on books and equipment and stuff at the bookshop that they used to have. It's gone now. It's completely online, as well as also at a student union shop that they also have, which I could still use except for food and drink, but anything else I could use there, and at the former bookshop and the next door stationery shop, which part of the bookshop, same people. That bookshop's now closed down, so I'm going to have to get next year's books on completely online as opposed to getting most of them from there. But yeah, I got most of my got all my stuff that I needed, all the books I needed for my courses there from those shops, and there's some stationery and stuff from those shops. Towards the end of the term, I also just spent a bit of I didn't use all my money on it, though I had quite a bit left to spend, and I was encouraged to spend with what little was left over going over to the following year. And after the third year, it would pass over to the money would pass over to students who to be given to students who would need with special needs or something. So the money would go to wherever comes up at the end of the third year. Whatever's not been paid for goes to them. So it gave me an opportunity to buy Doctor Who books, and plus also a nice little tie from the online Bookshop, which I tried out in April and then kind of used it a bit more in April and May. And this is the last one because this is the last of my money. And recently I got, thanks to Doctor Who magazine, issue 539, deluxe edition. I got the Tales of New York downloads from them. So when looking for stuff on Bookshop site, I found the CD. Here we go. The Tales from New Earth CD. The receipt has also come out, which I shall put to the side. The address is not on the thing. Yeah, sorry, the address is on the thing, but it's not on the face showing. So that's Tales from New Earth. Okay, it's one of these ones. And I also got nearly the remainder of the money, or almost all the money, another third Doctor novel. I got one from the shop. No, I didn't get. Did I get one from there? I don't think I got one from the bookstore. Well, this one I have. Amorality Tale, which is part of the history collection. I tried getting I've got most of the. Well, from a charity shop at the end of 2017, I got all of the monster collection. There's 8 books of those. Not one for each Doctor. They've got one for the third Doctor, one for the fourth Doctor, one for the fifth Doctor, two for the 7th Doctor, 2 for the 10th Doctor, and 1 for the 11th Doctor. Before that, they had the history collection, which is 1 book per Doctor. This is Nick from the future, quickly correcting my past self. A quick check in the book actually suggests this comes after the monster collections out, as that was about 2014. This was 2015. The anniversary books were 2013. Also, by the looks of it, there's only 8 books in the history collection, and like them on. Yeah, here we go. The Stone Rose with the 10th Doctor, the Roundheads with the 2nd Doctor, the Witch Hunters with the 1st Doctor, Dead of Winter, which I think is the 11th Doctor, or checked at Human Nature with the 7th Doctor, which formed the basis for the 10th Doctor story in Series 3, the English Way of Death, which is a 4th Doctor story that got adapted into a Big Finish novel adaptation story, also featuring the 4th Doctor. The Shadow in the Glass with the 6th Doctor, and this story, Amorality tale with the 3rd Doctor. So this one's the last one in the schedule. Shadow in the Glass with 6, English Way of Death with 4, yeah, Dead of Winter with 11, Human Nature with 7, Roundheads with 2, Witch Hunters with 1, and the Stone Rose with 10. Now, for me, I would put them into Doctor order like I did with the Monster Collection, because my order is not the same as their one. They go in Monster order, I'm going in Doctor order, and the same here with the order they have here. I'm going in a different order. I'm doing this one. If I was to collect this one as this lot as well, I would get one. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 10, 11. Yeah, none for 5, 8, or 9. By the looks of it, so there's only 8 releases, not 11, like I thought there was. My mistake. But yeah, there weren't any for 5, 8, or 9, or none of them were chased. Strangely, the 7th Doctor one for the 50th anniversary collection was the Remembrance of the Daleks novelisation. Yet they've done actual 7th Doctor stories for the Monster collections, Shakedown and Illegal Alien. The former was a novelisation of a TV special, TV spin-off, video spin-off called Shakedown: Return to Sontarans. Although the novel is adaptation includes the 7th Doctor as opposed to not having the Doctor in it, like the actual video, actual short film. So yeah, and they've also got Human Nature for this collection. So I don't know why they chose the Remembrance of the Daleks novelisation for the 30th anniversary one. Why? By looks of it, they could use Virgin New Adventures books. I was wondering if that was the problem, if they couldn't use any of those. But I don't know. They just decided to go with that instead of an original novel. At least with Shakedown, the addition of the 7th Doctor, Doctor and Ace makes it changes the story up a little bit. Well, but never mind. So yeah, and it was the Remembrance of the Daleks Special Edition. That was the one I had to cancel in order to get this and the CD, which is a shame, because that and the books of the 50th anniversary collection I don't have, which are the ones featuring the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 8th Doctors. That's a shame. But I've got half of them. I've got the first, 6th, 7th, not 7th. That's the one I cancelled. 9th, 10th, 11th. It's 5. Hang on, I should have another one. I've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cancelled, and have I got the 5th Doctor one as well? I think I've got the 5th. Yeah, I got the 5th Doctor one as well. My mistake. So I've got all the Monster collections. I've got 6 of the 11 50th anniversary ones, and I've got 2 of the 8 history ones. Okay, so I just wanted to correct the mistake I made earlier. Okay, back to me. I've got Human Nature with the 7th Doctor, and which I did get from the bookstore, and before that they had a book per Doctor for the anniversary ones, which I've managed to get most of. I did have to cancel one of them because it was more or less out of stock, and I wasn't able to get the rest. One of them was another one was out of stock, or not much in stock, and then the rest, well, might actually have been by the time I tried it again, but then the rest, I'll have to get those next year. Besides potentially besides the one that I didn't quite, that wasn't in stock. I don't know if it will be by the time next year. Of course, I will not be indulging in personal stuff as much before April with the other money, because it will like with last year, it will be mainly focused towards stuff that I need for the university courses, or for the uni life, yeah, as opposed to personal stuff like Doctor Who books or audios. Plus, whilst there's a lot of Big Finish CDs and I would also like to get the download versions as well, and sometimes the CDs and the downloads are cheaper, especially with postage and packaging. Big Finish's P&P, whilst apart from the last two cases, which I've done unboxings for, whilst those were within a week, usually they're 2 weeks, 2 weeks to 4 weeks. So whilst Bookstore is quicker than Big Finish to postage and package, Big Finish are cheaper. They're only £1.25. £4 with a £4 cap, and £4 is also the box set amount, and you can lose the postage and packaging money is incorporated into subscriptions and bundles and special offers as well. Whilst Bookshop, it's about £4 to £5 for a book and 5 to 6 or 7 it's about 4 to 6 for a book and 5 to 7 for anything else, plus about 10% or so of the original price, or something. I'm not quite sure. So yeah, thankfully I had enough money for both this CD and the novel, and plus postage and packaging, and I still had 95p left. That's gonna pass into next year's amount. So it was 400 in total, so I'll have £400 and 95p next year. So here's CD. Now I've heard about this type of case where they use this type instead of the individual cases, so that's fine. Not such much interesting back. This came out in 2017, I believe. Oops, sorry about that. Let's see, 300 minutes or another 5 hours. So I think there's 4-hour-long stories and bonus features. So is this going to be 5-hour-long 5 discs, or is there just 4 discs with half an hour of extras? Doctor Who logo 2009. That's the 1996 logo, or the 2015 version of it anyway. So when's this thing come out? 2018. So actually, okay, this was last year. Must have been early last year, or very end of 17. But coming out, nice cover. Doesn't say David Tennant is in this series, despite it having David Tennant on the cover, the 10th Doctor on the cover, and one of the descriptions on the download version said that the Doctor was in it. Okay, it's 5 discs. So disc 5 is probably going to be special features. Also, it's saying the number 1, so maybe they were hoping to get a following series out, a second series. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, oh no, sorry, one of them's come out. That would be disc 2 then, I presume. Oh no, that's disc 1. So what was on the other side then? Oops. Because I'm holding this with one hand, it's difficult. Hold on. Maybe if... Right, it looks like we're going to be having the same artwork for all 5 discs. Oh well, I guess we'll have to grin and bear it, but... Oh well. Disc 4 has The Cats of New Cairo, and which is the 4th story. From the back, we have Escape from New York, Death in the New Forest, The Skies of New Earth, and The Cats of New Cairo. So disc 4 has the 4th and final story. Disc 5 has the bonus disc. What's on the back then? Oh, more of titles available. Box sets by the looks of it. The War Doctor, only the monstrous infernal devices, agents of chaos, and casualties of war. I so want that series when I get more money. The New Bernie Summerfield Adventures, Volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4. Classic Doctors, New Monsters Volumes 1 and 2, the Ninth Doctor Chronicles, and the 10th Doctor Chronicles. The latter of which are more audiobooks than audio dramas like the rest. And the War Doctor stories are the only ones with John Hurt's War Doctor, because Hurt had passed away after completing box set 4, which was released around the time of his death in 2017. And they can't do any more War Doctor stories, not just audio dramas, without Hurt, but also any short trips or anything at all. So I'm not sure what the problem with that is. Maybe they've lost the license to do that, but... Oh, careful. And then we got... Oh, hold on, where's disc 3? Is it disc 2? Disc 3 is The Skies of New Earth, and disc 1 is Escape from New York. Is it on the other side? I might have to play with this quickly. I'll be right back. Now. No, that's the flippy. Sorry about this, guys. Here we go. Oh, that's why it's done that way. Okay. And disc 2, Death in the New Forest, and swap it over to disc 1, Escape from New York. So when you open it up for the first time, it's like that, but if you swap it round to disc that way round, then that makes a bit more sense in the order. Also, more availables. Unit Extinction, Shutdown, Silenced, and Assembled. This is Unit, the new series, by the way. There was 4 releases with the... There was a series with the older Unit series earlier in the early 2000s, about 2004-ish. With Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart in 2 of them. That was 4 episodes plus a pilot one as well. And now we've got, at this point of recording, I think there's 9 series of Unit, or 8 series out, 9th on the way. So this is the first 5. There's also Cyber Reality, available May 2018. Okay, so this is an early 2018 release. There's the Desire of River Song, series 1, 2, and 3. Churchill Years, volumes 1 and 2. Oh, there was a second one. I wasn't aware of that one. The Lives of Captain Jack, and War Master, Only the Good. I definitely know that came out early 2018. And I think this booklet here must go there, I guess. Some production credits and some pictures. That's the least detailed booklet I've seen in a Big Finish release that I've got. I'll take a proper look later. You know, that's a good release. Box set wise, I mean, it's tricky to get to disc 2 for me, but good thin set. Whether they're going to do any more of these is uncertain, because they've got the number 1, or maybe it's the first of the spin-offs alongside Jenny and Christina D'Souza. But I think they probably have number 1s, if numbered at all. Those 2 definitely came out in 2018, I think. Rose Tyler Earth Defender will be coming out later in 2019 as well. And these new series, spin-off series that we've got coming round. You could comment below who you'd like to see in a Big Finish audio spin-off from the new series character. You could also say which classic series character you would like to see as well. And also, here's a third Doctor story I got. Amorality Tale, which must have something to do with history. That's a quote from the episode Rose. Okay. So the third Doctor and Sarah Jane, as at the bottom, are going back in time a little bit. Okay, I thought it would be an Earthbound story. Okay, so maybe these books are just set in the all past settings. Well, I think that's probably the most plausible explanation. But yeah. This one was the cheapest book I could find that was not an ebook. This was a proper physical copy. The ebooks are pretty cheap, but the audiobooks are pretty expensive, and the Big Finish ones as well, but Well, the book box sets anyway. The Companion Chronicles and individual releases not so bad. But audio books based on a novel can be pretty expensive, so be careful for those if you're getting stuff from John Smith's Bookshop at any point. They don't just do books, as I mentioned. They've done CDs. They do electrical goodness. So if you want a laptop or anything, headphones, they've got plenty of stuff. So anything you might need for uni life or life outside of uni whilst at uni. So yeah, so that's a nice unboxing. Got those. I got plenty other books from this place. I just didn't do unboxing videos for all of them. Just this book and this CD as well. Mainly because of the CD, because I've recently done the two latest ones from Big Finish, The Light at the End, before this one, and before that, The Sixth Doctor, The Last Adventure. And I also do The Legacy of Time when I get that once it comes out. It's currently pre-ordered. With the bundle with The Light at the End limited edition. So, yeah, that's how I got that, and for cheaper price. Well, thank you. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Don't forget to click below to subscribe to the official Nicholas Payne YouTube channel. Hello, this is Nick from the future. Just to let quickly